Welcome back. Episode 3 to the American Immigrant Podcast. I am your co-host, David Beckles Jr.
I am your other host, Alex Kolar. Forgot my own name.
You almost said Alexander.
Right. This week we're under our own flags where we belong. Yeah. We want to separate the whites and the blacks where they belong. White on this side, Slovakia. I'm probably pointing to it. I love that made some people uncomfortable right now. But not our wonderful producer, Terrence, who we have to thank.
Yes,
who's got an extra nice man bun today.
Yes.
You can't see it,
so
but
we
it's
put
lovely.
superior over here and inferior over there.
Oh, my God. Already he's going to bleep that out.
Oh,
First
goodness.
word you made. All right. So we got a lot of topics to cover. But first we're going to talk about what?
Before we get started, I want to big up Alex. Alex is actually hosting for Colin Quinn. March 1st and 2nd. Applause, guys.
Stop it.
Man.
Stop it.
He's hosting for Colin Quinn March 1st.
Stop it. Let's talk about it more. Stop it.
Where? Tell us where, Alex. Tell us where.
And Laugh It Up, in Mahoney's Irish Pub, Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York, March 1st and 2nd. Get your tickets because they're selling out like crazy. This is Colin Quinn, who was on Comedy Central's Tough Crowd, if you remember.
Yep.
He was in the movie Trainwreck. He's hilarious. He's been a comedian for a long time.
So big up Alex for that. So we want to start. You want to start with our shows that we did last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about?
We Alex and I, we performed at Uncle Tommy's last week. It was fun.
It was fun. We had a nice little
crowd.
Small crowd, but it was fun.
I'm laughing.
Nice some comedy we're doing more comedy shows together this next month. Right?
Actually, we got one we actually have 2 this month together.
What do we got?
The 21st and 22nd?
21st of February, Sing Sing Kill Brewery, Thursday night, the 21st or 22nd?
I think it's the 22nd.
22nd February in Sing Sing Kill Brewery. Come see us if you want.
Yeah.
And what else?
In the city.
In the city? I don't know where it is yet, though.
Yeah, we don't have
Lower East Side. We don't have the time. We just got
But check our social pages, so we'll advertise it then.
Which is what?
At Black Rock Dave.
At Big Alex Comedy.
Yeah, on Instagram.
All right.
So
what are we going to talk about first?
All right.
Let's talk about how I started this podcast with what was that? That was like, that's not racism. What was
racism.
That?
Everything is racism.
It's not.
Yeah?
How do you feel about unintentional racism?
What is unintentional racism?
You want to know what unintentional racism? I'll tell you what that is.
What is that?
Tell you a
racism
story.
Is racism.
It's racism that you say, this happens to white people more.
Yeah?
But you don't know what that is, unintentional racism?
Let me hear it.
All right. Let's say you're talking to a guy, right? This happened to me at work 10 years ago. You're talking to somebody. It was a black guy I work with. And I said, hey, man, and we used to work a lot of overtime.
Right.
And he said to me, how much, dude, overtime? He goes, you look tired. And I go, yeah, I worked like 40 hours of overtime last week. He goes, what? He goes, yeah, man, I work like a slave. And then I realized what I said. And, dude, I wanted to crawl into a hole and not come out of it for the next 2.5 years. But I saw the look on his face. He was like, man, it's all right. Because he was a cool guy. He was like, it's all right.
I would have never let you.
Actually, he didn't say it's all right. You know what he did? He went, what did you just say? And he made me, and anyway, I'm just playing with it. And then, of course, I wanted to kick myself. But
He's like,
that's what unintentional racism is.
That's what unintentional racism is.
You know what my daughter said the other day?
What did
Listen to what
say?
she did. This is what the universe we're growing up in, the world we're growing up in. She actually said this last year when she was 11. She came home, she had a tan. After the summer break, she still had the tan. And I go, oh, you got good looking nice and brown. And you know what she said? She goes, Papa. I use this joke. She calls me Papa because we like to pretend that we live in 1930s Germany. No, I'm just kidding. So she goes, Papa, don't say that. That's racist. She said that to me saying she looks nice and brown.
Wow. Yeah.
I had to educate her that that's not racist. That's an observation. You look brown.
Yeah.
I literally had to tell her if I said, I don't like that, you look brown.
No,
that's right. Exactly. So you got to tell the kids.
Go back to your country or pick my strawberries.
I did tell her that. I said, honey, go back to your country. I don't want you here. Is that too rough? Is that bad parenting?
A little bit.
Okay, good.
You're like, how much do you sell your strawberries for? Did you say that as well, too?
Yeah.
And did you rename her Consuela?
Listen, we at this podcast, at the American Immigrant Podcast, do not condone racism of any kind.
Yes.
We love everybody.
Everyone.
Okay? We accept everybody except who? Except Italians, Jewish people, Irish, Egyptians. Actually, ancient Egyptians, regular Egyptians are okay.
Asians.
Who else? Asians. Other than that, we're cool with everybody.
You can't leave out the gays. You got gays as well.
Exactly, everybody.
Midgets, too. Who else? Handicap.
So what else are we going to talk about?
I think.
Let's talk about some topics. Can I talk about a topic first?
Yeah.
What's in right now, hot right now? This is at my I can't say where I work, my day job, but the hot topic is Ozempic.
Ooh.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Ozempic. Now, everybody I know is on Ozempic who's who's losing weight, who wants to lose weight.
Yeah.
If you have lost weight in the last couple months, what are people saying? Oh, he must be on Ozempic.
Yeah.
And it's almost like taking it away from like the hard work. Oh, he's not working hard. He just took Ozempic.
True.
How do you feel about Ozempic?
In extreme cases, let's say you have someone that's 600 pounds. Right?
Okay.
They need to lose weight. I know Ozempic helps. Then okay, get it. But if you need to lose 20, 30 pounds, I think diet and exercise. I need to lose 20, 30 pounds. I think diet and exercise is the way to go because obviously it's a lifestyle change, right? That you have to implement. When I lost weight the first time, guess what? I stopped eating candy. I stopped eating all bunch of stuff, and I was down to 220 pounds. Since then, I got injured, and
are you saying it's a little bit like cheating?
A little bit, I think so. Yeah. But let me tell you something though about this Ozempic, and as you know, it's been a shortage because it's primarily for diabetics to help them lose weight.
There is?
Yes.
Okay.
And then also this thing called WE something, Wagyu or something, but it's to lose weight as well, right? Like Oprah, I read where Oprah Winfrey. She takes some type of.
She's doing Ozempic. She admitted it.
I don't know if it is Ozempic.
She did. She admitted it's Ozempic.
Yeah, she was like, she said something about like, a drug was approved by the FDA, and I look at it as a gift.
Let me tell you what. I know a person that I work with them. I don't know them directly. She's like 350 pounds, overweight, walks with a cane. Listen, in her like 30s, can't move. She lost already 100 pounds on Ozempic. It's going to save her life.
Dat means that she can have cakes toch?
That sounds like me sleeping right now.
me too. But I just think.
So, but David is, let's just for the record, he's a little bit against Ozempic. Can we take a time out for our sponsor? Ozempic, everybody. Brought to you by Johnson & Johnson.
Brought to you by Fatsos. No. Stop.
Well, listen.
But I just think that.
So you're on the same. So we're on the same page.
I just think that we want in this new age we're living in, when everything happens like this. Everybody wants to lose weight like this. You know what I mean? Just change your diet.
But what bothers me about Ozempic is I was talking about this with somebody I work with is that if you're losing weight right now, people are going, no. He didn't get his willpower together and his life together. It's Ozempic. You know?
Wouldn't it be great if it's like you have a group of them and people are like, oh, you use Ozempic, right? You lost weight. He's like, no, I'm sorry, I have AIDS.
How dare you?
All right.
How dare you insinuate I use Ozempic? I did it with hard work and exercise.
He's like, no.
Who gives a crap?
He's like, no, I have AIDS. Weight.
Jesus.
But there's drugs for HIV now, so.
That's true. There is. Yeah. Hey, I know somebody on him. I know I know another comic on him, and I know my wife's friend is on the medicine for it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. His name is Magic Johnson. What? You think you're my only black friend? All right, whatever.
You think you're my only Russian
He is
friend?
my only black friend.
He's
no, he's
my
not.
only. Well, actually, no. He's my second Russian friend, Alex. Both of them.
I'm not Russian.
Right.
Okay.
He's not Russian.
Russian out of this conversation.
Yeah.
Cue the drum roll. All right. But what else? Another thing I want to talk about. Should I talk about? You want to talk about a topic, or should I talk about that? Should we talk more current? Let's do more current. What
okay.
else is current?
Let's just talk about.
We're talking about health stuff, so we're gonna keep it with health.
Yeah.
Cold plunges. Terrence, do you do cold plunges? What the F? Everybody I work with is doing cold plunges. What's going on? Everybody thinks this is like gonna help me lose weight, my immune system, and I got people. They're shaking in the pictures. They take pictures of themselves all over Instagram. Cold plunges. I think that's a very current topic right now.
I'm a Caribbean guy. You don't see many Caribbean people doing cold plunges.
No?
Just I mean,
that's pretty funny actually.
You know what I mean? Cold plunges to what? Get your fever down? That's
in the Barbados, the cold plunges, it drops down to like 60. Like, oh, it's freezing outside.
Oh, it's cold. But
no, man.
I mean, hey, more power to him. I think I'm indifferent about it. If you want to do it, do it.
But dude, I'm Eastern European. I wouldn't get into a cold plunge.
But you're used to a cold plunge to anything. Anyway.
Hell no.
Look, you got a T-shirt on and it's freaking 40 degrees outside. You don't have a jacket.
No,
on.
we don't get cold. That's because I'm obese. That's not because I'm Eastern European.
You're like, I cannot believe these American. How do you say? It's. I don't believe. I wear a T-shirt. I don't own jacket. Okay. Go ahead.
This podcast is over. I'm offended.
I offended Alex. I apologize. It must be this seat. Because when I was over there, I was just so calm, so supportive. But now I get to be a jerk. It must be this seat, right, Terrence, you think? Go ahead.
What else is current right now? Let's talk about the migrants.
Oof.
A little sensitive topic.
It is pretty sensitive.
You guys saw on TV, what happened was they beat down a police officer.
Not just a police officer.
The guy.
NYPD.
I'm surprised he didn't pull his gun out, dude. If I was getting beat down by 5 people, I'm gonna shoot like that. You know that squirrel on that meme? She's just like shooting everywhere. I'm gonna be shooting everywhere because they could have taken his gun. Well, anyway, I don't know the story, but they hit him. They released the migrants. They were here legally, and then they didn't deport them and release them, and then that was like a whole big thing. What do you think?
I think, first of all, what do you mean?
Controversial topic.
What do you mean catch and release? What are they, like fish?
Dude, they released them on no bail.
They're like, you're too small. We gotta throw you back in and wait till you get bigger so we can catch you.
No, they just released them on no.
I know.
They released them on no bail.
Which is crazy because let's put it
But
this way.
everybody saw the video.
Yeah.
Did you see the video, Terrence? The video was they were like giving the. I can't do it because he'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
They were giving the finger and they were smiling like they were cocky, like we don't care, like see we got away with it, and it's an outrage and people want him deported.
I have a friend.
Don't you want to ask that judge though? Yo, judge, why'd you release him?
That's what you're gonna ask the judge, yo,
Like
judge.
that. I'm gonna say it like that.
Just like that. Mm-hmm. Yo, judge, why you heard it here first in the American.
So what do you think
Immigrant
about it? What do
Podcast.
you think?
I think if you come into a country, you should abide by the laws. If you break them, then you pay. Right? Obviously, they did.
Okay.
So explain to me, where is it that you should be able to beat up a cop, right? And then get with because I think it was they snatched his phone or something like that, and then
Did
you
he have
see
a gun?
video of
Did he
them
have-
like
did he have the gun?
kicking the cop. Let me tell you this. I spoke to a friend. I have a friend of mine that works in the NYPD, and he was like, and he said to me, he said, listen, these cops are afraid now to use their batons because they're afraid to get into
How do you
trouble.
know this friend through the NYPD?
Huh?
How do you know this friend through the NYPD?
No, he's my friend. He's my friend. Before he was the NYPD, he was a
Did
friend.
he arrest you once?
No.
Because you're
I'm
black?
not going to get into what we did or didn't do,
gotcha.
what groups we were in, about people we want to take out. White people. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. It's a joke. No, but I'm saying because we had a discussion about this honestly, and he was saying that it's a problem, and he gave me different scenarios, like places like Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn, right? That now is housing or area for migrants. You can't go through there anymore, right? Because you got park police are going to stop you, right?
Okay.
I read with this particular incident where after they released that they got on a bus and went to California. That's what Fox News said. I didn't see it on ABC.
David,
I didn't
if
see
Fox
that part.
News is saying it, it's the truth. You realize that, right?
But what they had in common is that the ages were 24, 21, 21, and 19.
24, 21.
Yeah. But let me.
So what did your cops friend say? What do you think? What did he?
No, he said they should be deported. I agree. If you're gonna do that, yeah, you can't. You should not be able to listen. As a black man lived in America, we know there's a problem with law enforcement and black people. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But on the same token, you can't swing the pendulum all the way to the other side and be like, oh yeah, just let them go.
Defund the
I don't think
police?
so. Huh?
You don't want to defund the police?
That was a stupid slogan, because everybody wants police protection. Even people that live in impoverished areas need police protection. They don't need police abuse, right? But they definitely need, because the majority of these people are hardworking people. They just want to go home and be in a safer environment. Do you understand? Because there's a narrative out there like, oh my God, these people are animals and blah blah. That's bullshit. I know you're gonna bleep that out, Terrence. But that's what it is. But again, another thing about this problem also is that it is highly politicized. You should be able to have an opinion about right and wrong. No politics, no Democratic, no Republican. Just address the problem. America, you know what the slogan on the Statue of Liberty is? Bring your tired. What is it, Terrence? Bring your tired. Your huddle masses, meaning immigrants, right? And if there's chaos in your country, America welcomes you, because that's what the country is built on. When the Italians and the Irish and whomever got here, right? I have to be quite honest. The first people that got here. They didn't come here through immigration. They got here through force, illegally, right?
Of course.
However, that does not excuse current people from coming to destroy your
You know what
society.
argument I heard at work? Check this out. And it's a good argument from a very reputable source.
Okay.
One person made sense. She said,
Okay.
we should give them green cards because they're going to work illegally. Then they're gonna use the system like healthcare, right? Mm-hmm. It sucks. It's like mooching on the system if you're not paying into it. Mm-hmm. But if you give them green cards, they work legally. They pay into the system. Then they're part of the system.
Okay, so
but if we look the other way,
all right,
we're just saying like, hey, you work illegally, but then you're not part of the system. And you're not contributing.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
So what happened to the people who fill out the paperwork and are waiting for green cards who are eligible?
I know. Well, this person was telling me we should just give them. I mean, it makes sense. Give them all green cards.
But what happened to the other people?
But we can't let too many. Like, if you open up the borders, would it be like millions of people flooding in? It may be too many. You have to limit it.
I have another question. Let's say there was a problem in Sweden or Norway, and people had to come over here with hundreds of thousands. Well, how do you think that would be received?
500,000 or something. Yeah.
How do you think that would be received?
Here?
Yeah.
Wait, Muslim or
no, Swedish. The Swedes
wanted to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be differently. There may be laws. They may let them in.
Well, you think?
Well, it depends. What you know how you get a green card in America though, based on like it's not as easy as you think though.
I don't know how to get a green card.
I know people who were in Europe.
I was born here.
Just listen. So people in Europe right now, you know where they go through? They want to go through Canada because it's an easier citizenship path.
Yeah, and I can see that. Listen, I love Canada. I love Toronto, one of my favorite cities. The only thing about Canada, it doesn't have a Florida, meaning weather-wise. There's no Florida in Canada.
It's cold all the time.
It's one of the coldest places in the world.
It's a cold plunge every day.
I have a friend that grew up in Barbados. Guess where he lives right now?
You went to Canada?
Manitoba, Canada. Not just Canada, but Manitoba.
Oh my God.
You should leave Manitoba and go to Minnesota to warm up.
His friend looks like me now. He's so cold he turned white.
Yeah. Oh,
he's Polish now.
Before we go any further, we had one response. Huh?
We had a response. Oh, read the response.
Hold on.
Let's address it. We have one person writing in the show
because we have it up on.
We have one person and a goat who wrote into the show.
Right.
That's all we got.
It says, "Great, easy listening, nice, love it." From one person. I want to say the person's name. Should I say? No, I can't say the person's name. I shouldn't say the person's name.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you know who the person is. It's my brother. My baby brother.
Okay. Well, tell me what you wrote.
Big up, big sexy. Big up, big sexy every time. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you calling me that. That's nice of him.
Yeah, it was nice. Very nice of him.
What did he say?
I just told you what he said.
He did? Is it? We had another person.
Oh, that was it.
You sent me another thing about somebody else.
That was it.
That was him?
That was it.
But he's a new listener?
Huh?
He's a new listener?
Yeah, he's a new listener.
So what's another topic you want to talk about?
Actually, hold on. I got some feedback also. There was like, hey, I got a friend in England, and he's like, he used to listen to Stephen A. That's the only podcast he ever listened to, and now he listens to ours. He said the same thing. He's like, hey, it's pretty. You guys were good.
Should we take a break, do the weather real quick with Linda?
Oh God!
All right, Linda, come out for the weather. She has big breasts and a really tight outfit. She's gonna come out for the. She's Linda off. From? Hold on. I'm being told she's off today.
Where's she from?
Linda?
Yeah.
I don't know, but she got big breasts and she looks sexy like every other weather.
Linda got some tingle bitties.
You know, it doesn't matter what country you are. They got a Linda or whatever country with big breasts and a nice tight
tingle bitties.
That's just saying. So no, we don't have one. So go. What's the other topic you want to talk about?
The other topic I wanted to address is negative comments on social media. Repeated negative comments. I watched that Kevin Hart's movie, Lift.
I did watch it now.
Right? And I'm gonna get back to what I think about it in a minute. But he posted on his page on Instagram.
I did watch it yesterday like you wanted me to. I'm done with it. I watched it. So I got some stuff to say.
So he posted on his Instagram page, hey guys, thanks for the support. It's been number one for 3 weeks on Netflix in the world, in Europe, and blah, 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 blah. Then you see the comments on the page. Yo, that movie trash. Hey, bro, this ain't it. Oh my God, nah, this is nah, thumbs down. I'm like,
yeah.
What do people really get out of negative comments? I mean, I understand.
How many though were negative? Let's start with that. How many?
Well, I
Was it
didn't go through each and every.
negative?
From the ones that I read, I just
Yeah.
singled out a few, and they were all negative.
I saw the movie. I liked the movie.
Yeah, you liked it?
I actually thought it was good. The beginning was
Yeah.
thought it was going to be like every other movie, and
Yeah.
it flowed fast. It went
Yeah.
fast.
Okay.
And it was a good movie. Decent movie.
I'll say it's decent, right?
Nothing fantastic, just a good
right.
movie.
But what my thing with that is the dialogue. I think the dialogue was like something you heard already. You know what I mean? There was a moment there when he
the dialogue wasn't anything
right.
good.
But I'm saying it's like stuff you heard already. Like I think like one time he was appearing like at this place where the auction was, and he was like, "Fancy seeing you here." I was like, "Ugh, you could have something else you could have said here." You know what I mean?
But here's the thing about the negative comments. I heard another comedian talk about it once. I don't know who, but he said, if you post a picture on Facebook or social media of you petting like a fluffy bunny, you're going to have 3 reactions. Oh, I love bunnies. They're adorable.
Yeah.
God bless you for that bunny that you took care of.
Right.
The second comment will be always this, and it's so true. The second comment will be like, bunnies are garbage. I hate bunnies.
I want to punch a bunny in the face.
And then the third person always goes, what's wrong with both of you?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with bunnies. And you know what I mean? There's just, you're going to get trolls.
Yeah.
I think it's just trolls.
Yeah.
Unless you see like every comment was bad. But the movie was
Like I said, I would give it a C.
Except for
You know what I
Kevin
mean?
Hart. I would have put a white guy in the role. I don't know, just I can't even say it with a straight face. No, the people had a
Kevin
problem with
Hartenstein.
that. People had a problem with Kevin Hart being the lead, right?
That's.
You think it's because he's a comedian?
I think
Or
it's because he's
black?
as big as he is.
Yeah?
I think because
I think he's as big as he is.
I've heard throughout the years from a lot of different comics. You know, again, it's that hate, that jealousy thing, right?
Yeah.
Where they go, I don't think he's all that funny. He works hard, you know what I mean? But I don't think.
But he wasn't even funny in the movie. It was serious.
But and that's another thing also.
It was like
too.
a little comedy relief.
Yeah,
but
but he
hilarious.
was mostly serious. I mean, like I said, you know, it's a formula that these movies have because don't forget, this is show business. You know, it's all about money making,
it's a
money.
name,
I've seen Idris Elba and this other guy. I forgot his name. He's a Scottish actor. So Idris is from London. This other guy is from Scotland. Fantastic actors. They were playing Americans in a movie in Europe, and I'm like, what? I was like, and again, the movie was like a C in my opinion. I forgot the name of the movie, but I was like, you know what? But this is the business. You guys gotta get paid. And I think you know these guys have to get paid, which leads me to our next point: comedy contests.
Comedy contests.
Yeah,
So,
comedy contests.
I don't like comedy contests. I don't like music contests. I don't think you should be able to judge art. Why? Me and David are stand-up comedians. We're not musicians. But to me, a comedy contest is the same as the Grammys. And first of all, what do you judge? There's always going to be like, why did she win? Why did this person not win? It's based off of what? Like, you can't judge art. You can't judge music. You can't judge comedy. How do you judge that? Right?
Maybe
you can judge like the Grammys. They could judge by sales and tickets. But comedy contests, we go to contests, and not necessarily the funniest comedian will win.
Right.
Or they'll have a mixture of comedians that like the comedians not even there that are good.
I think also too, as you know, sometimes if you have, let's say, 50 people in the audience and a comedian brings 25, who do you think will win?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then they depend on, and comedy is totally different than music. If music's good, but in comedy, unless your comedy relates to everybody,
right.
If your comedy relates to this group of people from 35 to 50, and in the crowd is people from 25 to 35,
right.
You'll lose the contest even though you're funnier.
We had thank you, Five. There was a what was it? Last Comic Standing that fan won. You know where that fan is today?
No.
Who came second? Wasn't it like Ralphie May or something?
I don't remember this stuff.
But Ralphie May, he still has videos that is Ralphie May passed in, I believe, before 2010. You know, Terrence, when Ralphie May passed? We need someone with the facts, man. We need to get someone with facts that could back me up when I say stuff.
2017, Ralphie May died.
Okay.
Oh, he looked it up.
Oh, look at
Ralphie
that.
May, 2017.
Okay, Ralphie May died in 2017. Yeah, but he was funny.
Yeah.
I love his comedy. He was funny.
For a fat guy.
You know what I mean? But for anybody, he's funny. He's funny. But I'm saying, Ralphie May is known and loved.
How do you feel about when people say that? It's funny for a black guy. Or funny for, this is a good one. We're comedians, we know this. She's funny for a woman.
It's stupid.
That's the biggest insult.
Yeah.
You
Funny
can't
for
go
a
by
black-
that.
Funny
It's just
for
funny
Asian.
or funny.
It's funny. And funny is subjective. You know, people,
Like,
that sounds kind
why
of
can't
corny,
just
but it
be
really is. Funny is funny.
How much you make me laugh.
Right.
Not how much you like make me
Yeah.
laugh for a white guy or
it's,
for a
it's
black guy.
the stupidest
for a girl.
thing.
I know, it's
You know?
stupid. But it
How
is-
much
it
you
is
make
that.
me laugh for a person with no arms?
He's funny for a midget.
Yeah, right? Okay. The email address is the American Immigrant Podcast at gmail.com. So please
write us in.
write us in so we can actually read them on our next podcast. But what else do we have?
Anything else?
Let's go next. Let's go next.
Sports? We're doing sports?
Yeah,
All right, let's
Nick
do
fan,
sports.
Nick fan, 9 in a row, baby.
We're going to cover sports really quick.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions, all that stuff, what happened? San Francisco 49ers, Detroit Lions.
I
We watched it together.
Yeah, we did watch
What was
it.
the other team? Kansas City and who?
Baltimore.
And Baltimore.
I was rooting for the Ravens, man, because I don't like the Chiefs, man. And it has nothing to do with Taylor Swift. It has a lot to do. I'm kidding. No, but I just
Careful, we
prefer-
want to get the Swifties
Yeah,
on board.
Swifties.
for this.
Fill up your.
We know a lot of Swifties are gonna be listening to this
The
podcast.
American Immigrant Podcast.
This
Well,
is
you
gonna
got a
be all
problem with
Swifties
that,
listening
right?
to this.
He was like, "Oh my God, you two should get hit." by
Did
a
you know you
dragon."
could bet on the Super Bowl if Taylor Swift's going to kiss Travis Kelce?
Yeah, God. And that's
Oh,
and
my
that's another
God.
thing. The Knicks, 9 in a row.
All right, next.
Doing a great job, I think, despite of the coach, because a lot of people go, "Oh, Tom Thibodeau's great." Nope, he rides his players too hard, and he does not make in-game adjustments. Yep, I'm gonna live by that.
I think
that's my
starters should be in the game up until the last second.
Yeah,
if you're up by 30, I don't think you take your starter out.
opinion. Yeah, okay.
It bothers Dave.
And then another thing too, a bunch of gambling commercials. You remember before it was OTB, you go in there, you do whatever your business, but now like on podcasts, on the radio, on the TV, there's a bunch of legal gambling.
Oh, let's
ads.
talk about the commercials for the division championships.
Oh,
the Chiefs,
gosh.
Ravens, and Lions and 49ers. Every commercial was a self-driving SUV. No, pickup truck that was pulling, ATVs, right?
Oh, jeez.
That commercial that they kept playing. Who do you think that's geared for? This guy right here.
Yeah, his guy. What would you look at that truck, man? I like that truck. So hey, Marvin, you seen that truck?
Oh, my son wants to get truck nuts
Yeah,
for my truck. I'm not doing that.
yeah. But I think is in his DNA.
So what else we got? That's it. Sports.
What about
Anything else?
legal gambling?
How you feel
didn't
about
even
hockey?
know that.
What's going on in hockey?
Hockey's a great game. It's just not urban.
Look at you. You just scratch your eye.
Because it's not urban, man. I'm telling you, it's not that urban appeal, bro. That's the
Anybody,
problem.
Terrence, anybody can play hockey. All
Yes.
you need is a dream, a luxury
But
SUV,
you know what? There's
a
a-
mom with $6,000 in ice time every 6 months.
Yeah.
They live in a middle-class neighborhood. Other than that, anybody
Yeah.
can play hockey, dude.
But there are a number of black hockey players, though. So I mean,
That is true.
Hockey's pretty dope. It's a great game. Like I said, it doesn't have that urban appeal. Maybe one day it would be. So maybe, yeah. And these gambling ads, they get on my nerves. Even though if we had a sponsor, it'd be okay.
We're out of time. That's
We're
it.
out of time. Be sure to follow us on our socials. I'm at BlackRock Dave, BlackRockDave,
And at Big Alex Comedy.
and also don't forget the American Immigrant Podcast at gmail.com. See you next time. This has been episode number 3.
See you next time, guys.